Hi everyone. Humble apologies that I am a few minutes late live here on Facebook. I was actually throwing some food down my throat because I hadn't eaten, because I've half designed the card that we're going to make today, using up some supplies from our July, hey Susan, from our June to December catalogue, which is going away as of the 3rd of January. So I want to love my products just a little bit longer, so that's what I did. I've grabbed out some designer series paper. I did grab out a stamp set, hey Barbara, but I really do not think I'm going to use the stamp set, and I grabbed out 2 dies. I think I'm only going to use 1 die. Hey Maria, I think I'm only going to use 1 die, but that's okay. Hey Shaz, yeah, I think I'm only going to use 1 die set. So the paper that we are using is the Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper, which you got. I'm a purple girl. I love this paper, despite the fact I'm wearing black today. There is no black in my very colourful leggings as well. Hello, Miss Margine. Long time no see. I've also grabbed out what is left, which is not a lot, of my gold shimmer vellum paper. And I grabbed out the cork paper just in case. Hey, Pamela. Just in case, not sure. But I've grabbed it. I did grab, and I will stick the stamp that I was thinking of using on. I grabbed out the Happiest Birthday stamp set, which I really don't think I need to use, and you'll understand when I flick around. Hey, Anne. And the Brilliant Wings dies, because I think these smaller butterflies will work perfectly for what I am looking at. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia and are still eagerly awaiting baby number 2, Nonna. We are still waiting. We are 9 days overdue today. So please give my stepdaughter some labour vibes, because she wants this little lemon evicted. And the rest of us are getting very impatient, waiting to meet him. So that's what's going on in my life. We've had lots of pandemic-related things this week. We thought we had a close contact at school. David and I have just had some sniffles and stuff like that, but we are all healthy. We are all safe, which is good. And I'm almost ready for Christmas. So this is why, like, I've done my Christmas cards. My delivery guy Bob was in the street earlier, and I went, do you have a parcel for us? And he went, no, I'm not expecting anything. And I said, I've got something for you, just wait. So came to the front door, played with Louisa, and I handed him his Christmas card, and we had a little chat. And it's what I love about Christmas. You take that extra time just to catch up and chat. So I think today may be a little longer video. I know my videos are always longer because I show you real life crafting, but this may be just a little bit longer because I'm planning to do a bulk amount of cards, which is why I may drop off the stamp set, because I do want this to be a bulk lot of cards. So make sure you say hi. Tell me how you're going with your Christmas preparations, because here in Australia it's Tuesday the 21st of December, so we are almost there. I still have one more gift to buy, but it's a gift voucher. I just need to go to this particular shop and buy a chocolate on your Florentines. Okay, Maria, I need Florentines now, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top. And thank you very much for your Christmas card, Maria. There is one on its way to you. I don't know if it will get to you before Christmas though. Okay, flip around. Hello, Miss Melanie Glasson. Just kind of up the road. I hope you're well. So let's flip around. I've got to move my laptop. I've got 12 by 12 paper off to the side here where my laptop needs to go. And if you missed it last night, because it hasn't gone off my desk, I found a card that I was published in probably 2010, 2011. So it's kind of just as I was a demonstrator. I just went in the readers gallery and I took a photo of it last night, because when I was culling some magazines for my I can't think of what they're called anymore. They're gone. Not my gonks. For my gonks to go, and I cleared out all my old scrapbooking and card making magazines that I never look at. Oh, sorry, I had to put that out of the way. And I thought, oh, I know I'm published in a couple of these, so I'll keep those for posterity. And the card fell out, so I thought, ooh, a very, very early card for me. A mix of Stampin' Up and non-Stampin' Up. Hey, Carla, thanks for watching. Hey, Kerry. Who else did I miss? No one. Okay, hey, Peggy. Let's flick around, get my computer running, and let's get making. Because as I said, we do have a bit going on today with some mass producing. So my laptop is going to be in the way when I flick around, but as I said, I do need to clear a little bit of space, and I need to reflick this around. That's better. I can put it in its proper place. Okay, I think we're good. I've just got to move, see, laptop's right there, but I don't leave it there because it casts this nasty shadow. So I'm just going to get up our feed so I can look at what you guys are saying. And I do apologise if I don't get to everyone's comments. They don't always come up live. Merry Christmas to you, Carla. Good afternoon, Deborah. Good morning for you, Deborah. Lights are off. Now I've just got to move the laptop and try not to fall over as I step, because, you know, just being on 2 feet can be a little dangerous for me. Okay, so, oops. Helps if I take off the charger. Okay, so you can kind of see, got cord warfare over here. Let me pin those back there. I've got no jewellery on except for what I woke up in. So I've got lots and lots of grey granite card bases and mats already prepped. So I'm going to pop those over there. And this is kind of what I am thinking. So this is a card base that I haven't folded yet, and this is one of the patterns of the Blackberry Beauty paper. I love this B-side because it almost looks like antlers, even though they're meant to be like autumn sticks. They kind of remind me of antlers, and I love this gold pattern. And I am still fighting with my computer to get up my second screen. There we go. Hello. Thank you so much for working for me. I know it's, I need to refresh. Okay, thank you. Nothing's working today. It must have been the sleeping I had, because I'm actually kind of not meant to be here today. I'm meant to be at a family friend's funeral out west. But as I said, I was waiting for results, and those results came through this morning. So I was finally able to go food shopping to feed the household. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. So when I looked at this, I had pre-thought I would use the It's Your Day I'm going to have to shut my door. Let me shut my door. Okay, big loud teenagers. Who'd have them, hey? Okay, so I was going to use the It's Your Day, Enjoy It. When I looked at this card layout, when I worked it out, I went, do you know what? That sentiment is probably a bit too big when I add a butterfly on it, and I won't use it. I may, oh, sorry. I may find a smaller sentiment. I think there is a smaller happy birthday in a set that might work, but do you know what? I really don't think this needs a sentiment as well. Hello, Mr. Linda. How are you? So I'm going to put happiest birthdays away because I am not going to use it, and I'm going to try and quickly have a look. Aha, this is the happy birthday that would be small and great, is from the Art Gallery stamp set. So that may work. I'm just going to pop it to the side. I don't think I need it. I think it's an element that I really don't think I need. The other thing I did grab out, and that was in the photo because I thought it worked with these Queen Anne lace flowers, is the Penned Flowers dies and this die here. But once again, I think with the foil on both of these, it's going to be a bit busy because I'll show you this has little dot foil details. They're not really showing up flat, but they do have, yeah, there you go. On that angle, you can see the dot foil details. I don't think this will work. So I'm going to put Penned Flowers away because yeah, just not going to work. But you can tell me what you think of my decision so far. You can say, I would have used it, it's okay. But what I think I might like to add is and I have scraps. I'm down to my last full piece of 12 by 12 and scraps of my gold shimmer paper. So this actually goes with this set. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. And if you're watching and you haven't already, please make sure you like and follow my page. And the other thing that I'm offering, and Facebook has started offering, is stars. So basically they are just called stars, and you can purchase and send me stars, and what you will get in return from me is my time. I am going to reward everyone who gives me super chats on YouTube and stars on Facebook. I am going to reward them with my time once a month in a Zoom, and we will hang out, we'll craft, it'll be led very much by you guys, and we will see what we do. It'll be different every month, but it's just my way of giving back to you. Now, this paper and this shimmer, the gold shimmer paper, yes, gold shimmer vellum, which makes it even more special in my world. These products are still available. So I wanted to play with products that are retiring, as in the paper and the vellum, but I also wanted to make sure that they were available, at least here in Australia, for you to order. Now, what do you think of me using the Brilliant Wings? Do you think it'd work just nestled in? And then I think, look, I'll cut one and we'll see how we go. Sorry, I'm throwing somewhere for this paper. I might bring my other office chair up and use it as a table. I'm rolling everywhere. I love my craft room, and then I can roll up and down the room. Just in case anyone wondered, hello Miss Susan, how are you? So, however much I love the bigger butterflies, I just don't think the bigger butterflies will work for this design. So, while you guys are all watching, and what I can do, I'm thinking this little one might be just enough. But on some of the cards, the next biggest one might work. So I might cut 2 at a time and mix it up. Okay, so love my magnetic sheets. No, they're not sold by Stampin', but these are, oh my God, Art Bin sheets. And my dear friend Jamie, who is convalescing at the moment, her and I made some custom sheet protector pockets for them. Okay, we're going to grab our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and one of my husband's favorite sounds is this. He loves the clicking. He also loves the sound of me clicking open and closed my trimmer when I'm doing a big project. And you know, you open and you close your trimmer. He's a bit weird because he normally can't. I've normally got my earbuds in watching telly in here. So my crafting sounds are the sounds that he hears, and David loves them. He's a bit odd, but I'll keep him, you know. 21 years later, I suppose I'll keep him a bit longer. Okay, so we are going to crank these 2 babies through. I'm going to have to do this a couple of times while we're on, but I'll start with 2, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm just move this out of the way for the moment. Okay, crank that back through, pop this on the ground, and you can tell me if we need a sentiment on this. So this one's cut through perfectly fine. This one is not so happy. I think I need to chuck this through again. He is keeping track of me by my sounds. You're exactly right, Miss Cindy. How are you today? I do hope everyone's well and not getting caught up in the Christmas silliness. Okay, so because it didn't cut great the first time, what I can do the second time is I can just literally, this locks in, I say that, this locks in to the impressions that were there before, and if it doesn't matter. I've got scrap of this paper, so, or vellum. It's not even paper, it's vellum. I need like 5 hands to do this bit, but you know, it'll be fine. And squish it down. I'm going to run it back and through a couple of times. That should be fine now. Please hope and pray. Perfect. Great. And you can see all the bits there. So that one more. Hey Bev, how are you? Right. So we're going to be using that again. And this has all come out beautifully. I'm going to grab, I'm just going to put these in my little silicone bin here, as well as all the rubbish. I know you're going to think I'm stupid for putting the rubbish in with the dies, but they're not going to fall off my desk and I'm not going to lose them. Because, hey, that's how things work. So I'm just going to roll over this with my, it's the pick brush, the Take Your Pick die brush. And then on the other end of this, I have attached the paper piercer because I can do it over the bin. And guess what? These haven't cut out. Well, they have. They just don't want to release. They want to be painful things. Okay, there are just, so if you're running these butterflies through with vellum, please run them through twice and not once. Majority, just these couple of bits don't want to release. You saw the rest of it. It came out beautifully. But that's what you get with your first card. It normally doesn't go through perfectly. And then with the rest, it's like bing, 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 all good. Hello, Brenton. How are you? How hot is it down there today? It's pretty hot up here today. It's like over 30. I'm actually meant to be in Yeovil, Brenton, if you know that part. It's further north. It's between Dubbo and Wellington. I am meant to be there today, but we are on baby watch here, and we're waiting for some test results, so I didn't want to put anyone at risk at a funeral. Okay, so that's butterfly one. That took a lot longer than I wanted, and I'm just going to run this over. And this was the other butterfly. So, what I'm going to get gluing. What do we think of the butterfly? Do we like or don't we like? And do you, so I need to know butterfly or butterfly only or butterfly and sentiment. And I'm going to start gluing just so we can get a proper look at how the card will sit and have a good look at the layout. Because I don't think it needs anything else, just quietly. Yep. Sunny and 19 degrees? Wow. I'm coming to you, Brenton. I know it's about an 8-hour drive, and my parents have driven about 5 or 6 hours this morning. They left at some ungodly hour. I would have been leaving home at like 4:30, but you know, family, friends are worth it. But getting them sick is not. So I'm choosing to use her favourite colour, which is purple. So that's why I'm using the Blackberry Bliss Suite, because they are colours she adored. And honouring her in a different way. Butterfly only. Butterfly, no sentiment. Okay, good. I was on the right track in thinking it's so busy. And I thought the sentiment, look, that little sentiment would be perfect. The art gallery sentiments are beautiful and they're little, so they do work well. But just for this project, I just went, no. Okay. And I'm even thinking of sticking, so this is grey granite. So I thought it worked really, really well. So I'll tell you, so this is a rich raspberry with early espresso in this piece. And I will, after I've made this card, I'll just do a bit of cutting. And I will show you, this is a double 6x12 piece on a 12x12 piece of paper. Okay. I'm thinking of just putting this flat, because these, I do need birthday cards, because I did post, I think yesterday, if you wanted to go on my birthday card list, and I need to print out my January labels and get those cards in the mail, because I know I do have a number of people who are early January birthdays, including my mum. She is on the 2nd of January, so she's actually, her birthday is closer to Christmas than mine. So I'm pretty close to Christmas, being early December, but she's just crazy. Okay, So that is that. And then I'm going to grab a glue dot, because the glue dots, if I can find the box. Oh no, I just moved you guys. I felt that with my arm. Hold on. Hello, Miss Wanda. How are you? Hope you are very well on this lovely day here. It's actually very hot where I am. Hello, Miss Darlene as well. I can only see you popping in because I'm standing up above my mat here. Okay. Okay, glue dots, I did grab those. Okay. I think because I've got the door closed, because Mr. Owen was being very loud, has been awake for a while, but has only just got out of bed, lazy sod. School holidays are such a good thing when you're a child, not so much when you're a parent. You have to do pesky things like more food shopping. So I'm thinking there's a bit of a dead spot in the middle here where there's no gold. So that's where I'm thinking of putting it. So that would be our card. I'm actually really, really happy with that. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead. And what I'm going to do now, I've already cut some of the bases. So I'm going to put those over here. And I'm going to bring back the paper. So this is kind of what I have left. So as you can see, I'm going to get 2 pieces out of this, and I've got my more autumn that I used on my gift boxes. I've got some of my owl paper. I've got this beautiful Blackberry Bliss and gold pattern. I've got the birds. I've got this same base pattern, which is what we need, and then we've got the full 12 by 12 piece. So we're just going to go for it. I don't have too much paper left, but I've got enough that I want to do something. So this is the full 12 by 12 piece. So you can use it, you cut it in half and use it that way, which is great. So I know what my measurements are. So I need to go 2.5 centimeters, so 12.45. And yes, I know I'm cutting this off, and it is a shame, but it's just what's going to work. And then I've got this pattern on the back that I can potentially use for something else. Okay, well, I moved ever so slightly. Okay, so, or I could use this plain paper for something else, because this works really well. Hello, Maria. Okay. You're freezing. Oh, yes. Well, you tell Eric to hurry up. Well, I've got the fan on going here, and I'm here going, oh, I'm so hot. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these up. I am going to get these babies used. So these are then getting cut at 8 centimeters. 8. So yes, I am cutting 2 pieces of Designer Series paper at the same time, because we can, and it is dead easy to cut 2 at a time. So you get, see, we don't get any of the Queen Anne's lace in this, but we get all the beautiful buds of the Queen Anne's lace. Now, every time I feel it's not in line, I just pop it back to that corner where I can get it square. And then I have this piece that I can use on something, on a different design. Okay, so I've got that. I'm just going to leave those at this. I'm going to leave my 6 by 12 piece just for the moment. Before I cut, no, I do want to cut this. Just go for it. Go for it, go for it. So I want 10 centimetres here, which is half a centimetre smaller than our card bases. I may not have even cut enough card bases, but we shall see. And I might even be bold and cut 3 pieces of designer series paper at the same time. I would not recommend cutting any more than three pieces at one time. Why is this so? No, it's not. I was holding it bodgy apparently. Hello Roz, how are you? We are just making, I've just decided on the design. I'd partially done it before I came on today, and we're making this gorgeous card here using the Blackberry Beauty. So would you guys, like on Thursday's video, like me to do a similar stash busting card using designer series paper? And would you like me to do a Christmas card? So it is good. We're getting rid of a good couple of pieces of paper here and making some cards. Oh, it doesn't matter, but if you're late, you're here. Sure, says Cindy. Hello, Miss Donna. Okay, so now I've got the card bases. I am just going to, I think I've done all my cutting for the moment. So this is where I go into mass production mode. And what I normally use here is I actually use my trimmer or my Stamparatus and pop this into the corner. But today I'm going rogue and we're doing it by hand and hoping to hell I have I've actually cut these properly. We'll wait and see, hey? And if I do need to cut any more pieces, I can, because I still do, well, I have to use a different base, but because the top piece, our Queen Anne's lace piece, is so neutral, we can use any of the base designer series papers that are with the purple base, and that will work. Okay, I was thinking of grabbing out my sweet stocking paper because I feel like I haven't given it the love it deserves. Just, I'm thinking, hey Pamela, I had hoped to have a lot more of this prepped before I went live, but we needed feeding, so food shopping and chatting with our delivery man was the thing I did. So while I'm here and just chatting away, are there any burning questions that you guys had about me, about my Stampin' Up business, about being a demonstrator and joining my Wicked Woodies team? Anything like that. I am, well, you're my captive audience, and I'm here to help you and to answer all the things. Okay, so I have some card fronts. So we've got our card bases. Now we're popping on our card fronts. I'm loving all the love hearts, but I'm not seeing any comments. But I love the love hearts. So just little dots. And then we do, that just gives me wiggle room when I am popping this on. And then I just run my finger over just to ensure good adhesion and pop it off to the side. So is this mass production the way you guys do some of your cards? Do you just go one card design, or are you like a singular card design and just make like one-offs? I think if I didn't do this as a business, I would be a more one-off, maybe, but because I design for classes, and here I'm just designing, so just to get a bit of a stash of cards, but yeah, I think I am mostly a bit of a singular, like I'm a singular person at heart. Trying to have you, I knew your answer, Miss Cindy. You definitely mass produce. And you donate a lot of your cards to church or use them as part of your ministry at church, don't you, Cindy? I think I am almost out of this, but this little glue has had a huge, I'm just getting some air in the top. So it's got two ends. It has a big chisel end, or they call it the broad tip, and I prefer the fine tip, but I just want to get some air behind. There we go. I think, yeah, I almost need, and I've used way too much glue on this because I'm on the dregs. I will have to reach up and grab another glue in just a second. Okay, Donna, yeah. 10 each of a design if you're happy with the prototype. Perfect. I like that I can show you both, and you girls know, like when I've got a card kit left over from a class, and Brenton, I'm sorry Brenton, you just get lumped in with the girls. You know it's not that I don't like you. Can I get one more out? Oh, I think I can get, come on, one, two. Okay, I'm calling this dead. It's in the bin, and I will stand up in just a second and grab another one. Get this glued down first. I make it roughly even, but you know, card making, handmade and all, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know, it's terrible. Oh, am I tall enough, everyone? Oh, I'm just tall enough. Yes, yes, exactly, Roz, exactly. So even though it's a one-off design, it ends up being a mass production for class or like this. So this does come with a seal that you need to remove, discard, and we can keep going. Okay, oh my, right. Oh, look, all clean and new and beautiful now. The trick is, don't squeeze too much, because it's brand new and the glue is right there. Much more precise and beautiful. I think I may have the perfect amount of card bases to card fronts, and I didn't even plan it that way. Oh, I've got one too many. That's okay. One of these cards, I do have another card base up there. It's just a landscape card base, so we may do a top folding portrait card, which I've kind of gone away from doing top folding portrait cards. I used to do them all the time because crafters that I watch on YouTube, non-Stampin' Up crafters, they do top folding. They do top folding, but side folding just sits better. I don't know. Are you a side folding or are you a top folding person? I'll show you the top folding in a second because I'll need to grab that down because this is our last card base. Hello, Miss Linda. How are you? I know. With small changes to each. I like that, Linda. Yes, small changes to each. You prefer side folding, Darlene, okay. Yeah, I was a top folding girl for a really, really long time and I've gone back. So I do side folding for both portrait and landscape cards. 90% side, okay. Okay, because I have this sitting here, this will be, so I would normally do all my landscape cards like this, and you girls know I do a good proportion of landscape cards. And this is what I do. So this will be, so top folding, I just find they often collapse, but I'm not going to make this collapse. Oh, you do bottom? Do you know what, Roz? You're in good company because I do the same thing often when I am not being, as you say, not paying attention or being careful. Yes, I've been known to make left-handed cards. That's where the fold isn't on the left-hand side. The fold is on the right-hand side. So I've been known to do that as well. And the recipient, and I normally send them to a left-handed person and go, enjoy your left-handed card. And they love it. They think it's hilarious. Just let me have a sip of water. That is that stage done. Now, I have no idea if I have enough, not enough. I've just kind of gone, yep, let's do this. So, grey granite, I can't remember if I told you this, but I thought grey granite, whilst not being the correct colour, because this is a shade of, let me double check what I think it's a shade of. I'll check the colours after I've stuck this. I was going to check the colours ages ago but never got there. I just think it's a beautiful contrast. Grey granite is like the holy grail for me of our neutral colours. It used to be smoky slate, and smoky slate is like a true grey, where grey granite is a chameleon grey. Okay, so colours in Blackberry. Beauty. Oh. We've got Blackberry, Bliss, Cinnamon Cider, Early Espresso, Polished Pink, and Rich Razzleberries. So this background must be a watered down shade of Early Espresso. But I didn't want to use Early Espresso on this. I know. Look, it just happens, doesn't it? We are not perfect and we're normally thinking of other things. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sends them to their friends as a gag. That's awesome. you like what I've chosen. Well, do you know what I did? I've got lavenders because I've gone through all my cards because I needed extra Christmas cards. So I've already pulled out all my retiring Christmas cards. And I came across Lavender's 17th birthday card. And I went through and colour matched whatever colour I used on the base of that card. So that's what I ended up with, Cindy. I'd already done the hard work, so I just went and copied myself, which is often a good way to do it. The highest form of flattery, copying yourself. Oh, we're a bit silly. But hey, if I've already done it, why not? Next. So is anyone predicting when I will have baby news? Hello, Miss Renee. How are you? Now I can say I've got Wicked Woodies and Woodettes in the house. Although Mel was here before, so I didn't even think of it until now. I have two of my Wicked Woodies and my Woodettes here. I love that you guys named yourselves Woodettes. It makes me smile. I may have cut a few too many of these pieces, but we'll see. We'll see what matches up as we start putting them together, because as I said, I was in a rush just trying to, and I went cut. So I've got two of these bases, or these mats left. You ready for Christmas, Miss Renee? Right. Oh no, don't put the lid back on. We still got to adhere these to the card base and card front. Look, you could, and I could, if I really wanted to, use dimensionals, and that'd look really nice. It'd give the card a really nice bit of height. But for the sake of today, I'm saying I don't have time. And that's just how it's sitting, and they're just getting stuck on, and I really don't think it makes too much of a difference, to tell you the truth, because you've got all that beautiful gold foiling. There's enough interest on the card that I don't feel you miss the dimension. And because I've done the matte on the card base and then the matte on our focal piece, you really, you don't miss much. Just food now, I've just got to buy all the vegetables, and I think I'm doing, like, I don't know what we're doing Christmas morning. It's all very dependent on a certain stubborn child who hasn't arrived. So and we thought that Miss Ivy and Miss Thea was stubborn. This little man has brought stubbornness for the Woodbridge family to a whole new level. I think he's going to come out very, very cooked. And it was really hard because I bought stuff for when he arrived, because he was due on the 12th. And then I bought him a Christmas present. So I've wrapped up his Christmas present, but I can't put any tags on because we don't have a name. So I've got his present sitting on my desk a bit further up here. And Owen comes in and went, "Do you need me to put the presents under the tree?" And I said, "No, because I have no tags." Why, Mum? Don't they have tags? So I then had to tell the story, and I have to show you something. I'll show you something in a little bit. Owen, because, you know, we're out of the SANTA stage, and I made sure I did it that way in case we have any little ears. So all the presents are under the tree. And Owen's there looking around. It was night time and we just literally had the tree lights going. So Owen's there inspecting all the presents, going, Mum, which one's mine? And I said, oh, it's a bit obvious, mate. Oh, but I can't see it. And flicking the gift tag for every present, going, no, this isn't for me, this isn't for me. I am killing myself laughing sitting on the lounge. I said, mate, it's really obvious. He wasn't getting right onto the tree. I'll show you now. Actually, I am a number of these pieces short, so we may have to go backwards. So my girlfriend was in TK Maxx here in Australia and found this amazing dinosaur Christmas paper. And that is what all of Owen's presents are wrapped in. And the other paper is just a very simple Merry Christmas, Love Christmas. It's grey, but it acts as silver. Just very, very simple paper. So you tell me why Owen couldn't find his gift under the tree. Like, seriously, hilarious. But I still have the papers out because there are still presents that aren't in my house yet because they're everywhere. I know, I loved the paper as well. Hey, Di, how are you? I know, Roz, I know. He's my special child. And then when he saw it, he was kicking himself. He went, oh, Mum. I went, yeah, I know, mate. I know. Okay, now I'm hoping. How many more do I need? I need 3. So I'm a piece of paper short and I'm 3 of the designer series paper short. So let's, how am I going? Oh God, I told you guys this was going to be a long video, didn't I? I did warn you. Although we're doing really, really well. There was lots of chatter at the start. So I need 3. I can get 3 out of this. I'm even going to get 4. So that's okay. That's okay. We can do this. Which way do we want to do it? We want to do it 8. No, I'm not going to get enough. But that's okay. We're just going to make it work. So I'm going to leave this piece because I've got the offcuts from the other side. And we're going to do 12.45. That's one. And then we're going to probably cut this head off. Oh, not quite. Just going to cut the very, very tips off. Okay, so I've got those 2 pieces. And I'm going to grab in one of these pieces and just see if I haven't got a scrap of, I've got my grey granite paper here, and I think this piece right here, even though it's got a hole in it, I can make it work because we're just going to cover, because that way doesn't work, is it? It's the right height, but we're just going to make it skinnier. But look, we can make that work. Perfect. And then we'll just have more of the background working. So I just need to get the width of this piece, which is 6.5. So I'm going to make that 7. And then I've still got a scrap, but that's a good scrap. And then I want to do we'll do this, which is 12.85, and this scrap can go. That's weird. What's weird? Who's pleased it's long? I'm pleased it's long because I'm late. I'm just I'm just back from Aldi just before I started. No car parks. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird, Di. Yeah, I've just got to buy veggies and I think fruit for Christmas, but I'll work it out in a few days with Mum. And I'll either go early or late. Yeah, totally weird. And I think I may have to go to Woolworths, but that's only to buy things like wraps, because the kids are really into making their own wraps at the moment. And because we'll probably have leftover, because we're doing lamb and ham, because I love pork, but none of my family really love pork. I mean, my tummy loves pork as well. And that's the main thing. My tummy loves pork. And that is very important with my little tummy, that I feed it what it can digest, and it loves pork. But I'm not cooking a big bit of pork and no one eating it. So that's kind of what's happening here. So we're having lamb and ham. I know it's a weird mix, but you know, it's fine. And I do the roast veggies in my oven, and my mum brings down the cooked lamb and she cuts it up down here while we have a drink. And then we serve, and I think we're having brandy baskets and fruit for dessert, because I have an egg-free child, which is not fuzzy yummy. I love brandy baskets, and I haven't had them in like years, like the brandy snap baskets. Yum. Do need to do a bit of a snip here where I didn't cut through well enough. That's all fixed. Merry Christmas, Glenda. Small paw. Yeah, I know, but even then, because I don't eat much, it'll last me like a week. So I just go without. Look, I could, because we go Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas here. I know it's not a holiday in the US, but it is here. And we go up to my great aunt's, and we take leftovers, and I could do that, but I'd prefer to cook things that my family enjoy, rather than them they're going, we've got pork. So that's what I do. So I suppose that's what you do as a parent. But do you know what? My mum and dad are the same. I said, do you really want pork? And she went, no, not really. It's like, well, we won't have pork. Because they really only like the crackling. And I've tried, because you can buy just the pork crackling, which is like really cool. And I've tried cooking just that, but yeah, no. We're not doing that this year either, and that's okay too. Okay, so after these, we're going to go through and cut our, butterflies, and then we can call these cards done. Although I've got to, please excuse David giggling. I think he's on a meeting. So I'm just going to pop this off to one side so we get more of this pattern. So just trying to make it a fairly even border. See, that looks pretty too. It's just a skinnier piece. I like that. So don't need this glue anymore. So we can recap that. And I need to count. we need to count how many cards we've got so I know how many butterflies I need. Hang on. Spines out, spines out, spines out. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I just need to do and 9 with this one. So we need to do 4 passes and we'll have an extra butterfly. So one card might be special and have 2 butterflies. Oh, this is the extra piece. I won't need that. Okay, right. So 4 double passes through. And I think we're all good. So I did keep the dies in here. Now I can't pick them up because that's just the way it goes. Got that one. Okay. Even though these are scraps, I'm still conservative with using them. And the plate. The plate, and go over there. Top plate on, and we will go through one way, and then we will come back the other, and everything should just fall out, because that was our lesson learned from the first one, which is why we all said earlier making prototypes is a really good thing. This just, seriously, this one is a stubborn mule. This is the one that gave me curry to start off with. Maybe it doesn't like to go through on its side. Maybe I need to do them straight on, because I've done it sideways twice and it didn't like me. Now I need my thing, my die brush. So this is what the die brush is actually meant for, to actually release the die from the paper from the die. So we have 2, and we said we needed to pass it through 4 times. Lucky we've got the extra piece. Now I've moved my glue dots, there under my hand, through one way, back the other. Okay. So how many of you guys had this paper, the shimmer vellum? Okay, that one came out fine. Just release it from the die. It really doesn't want to release. Lucky we have the releasing dots in the die. There we go. And 2. So that's 2, 4. How many did we say we needed? 7, 8. No, we needed 8. Okay, sorry, silent. Trying to work out what David's giggling at in the work meeting. Now that die just jumped. So let's see. Take it off, start again. Right, hold it down. Some leaves out of the vellum. Yes, that will be gorgeous, Cindy, especially when you can sit on the lounge and do that kind of punching. Like, that's perfect lounge activities. Well, of course, unless Eric wanted to hold your hand or something, and then I'd give him the punch and he can do the punching. So 2, 4, 6. One more pass. Yes. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. One more pass. And we'll use 2 on one card. You like that, Cindy? I thought you'd get a giggle out of that one. I hope he still holds your hand. It'd be a bit sad if he didn't. But I know he would. I'm sure he would. Okay. There's one. Oh, come on. Can we use words at it? Because not this one. Oh, kinda. I'm going to keep it in there and give it another pass. And then I'm going to have gold shimmer vellum all over my floor. 1 and 2. This little one, I think it might be more the vellum than anything else. There we go. Perfect. Great. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all these bits into the bin. They don't want to come off completely, but I got all the loose bits off, which is the bits that are going to get all over my floor. More loose bits, and I spied Louisa hair in there as well. Okay, machine. Okay, get all the bits. So I've got bits all down the front of myself. Okay, so this is where I bring in the pile of cards and we just go one by one with our glue dots and stick them on. And this is the last step of our cards. Where did that glue dot end up? I see it. Because that totally popped off. Okay. Glue dot down the middle. And this one, actually going to pop it just in here. So that one, I was thinking about popping it up there, but I like it just nestled in there. Okay, so any ones that have extra pieces in it, I literally just pop it on the side. This is silicone, so it's like my silicone mat. Oh, do you know what? There's a perfect one, except for one piece. Pop that out. Grab a glue dot. Take 2. I'm grabbing a glue dot. Okay. And I'm going to pop this one in a similar place. And I can never put a butterfly facing down. They always have to be facing up. Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We were talking about you earlier. I said you were convalescing. Because I'm meant to be, I was saying to the girls, I'm meant to be at a funeral today in Central West, New South Wales, but I was personally waiting on some test results which came back, and they came back all fine. Yeah, Mum and Dad left at like 4:30 this morning. It was her best friend's funeral, which I grew up with her children, because Mum and Catherine went to primary school together. And the funny thing is, both their parents had the same name. They were both Mary and Cecil's, and there were kids with the same names in the family. So they both had a Margaret, and they both had a Anthony, and yeah, it was quite funny. Quite funny. Now these bits really need a bit of wrangling, which apparently my fingers don't want to wrangle at the moment. Try it the other way. So I see you're feeling well today, Jamie, which I think is apparent because you're here. So I do appreciate you coming and virtually hanging out with us. And I'm sad I couldn't do a live on your birthday yesterday so you could hang out with us, but you know. Oh, nice. Yes, it is a bit warm. Brenton, who, yeah, I don't know if he's still here. I assume he still is. He was on here earlier. He's down Albury way, and it's like 19 degrees in Albury, Wodonga. And I vote going to see Brenton for a bit of relief in the weather. Now, that one piece didn't want to come out, so I'm leaving it in there, and you really can't tell the difference. So I'm just doing some stash busting today, Miss J, and using up this beautiful gold shimmer vellum. So you saw how nicely those bits came out. They came out beautifully. So I just want to fold my glue dot in half for these smaller ones, and then just pop it, although this is a big one, and just pop it in the middle. And I'm going to pop this in that area as well and give them a bit of a flutter, which is nice. I know. Yes, I can imagine you were a mess yesterday. Do you know what? I didn't do enough butterflies, guys. I'm a number short. Because apparently Ellen can't count. We will see exactly how many short I am. I've got one in there. That's okay. We might be fine. We might be fine. Don't worry. Just my brain not working. Oh no, honey. Oh God. Everyone's a worry at the moment. Yeah. So I'm making these cards in honour of Catherine as well today because her favourite colour was purple, and she's a butterfly out in the world looking over her gorgeous family, who I just wish I could be there for today, but life works in mysterious ways, and we only hope there might be a new life come into the world today to honour her, because that's how it worked. Lavender had just been born, was 11 days old when my grandmother died, so one in, one out. Thank you. Yeah, she would love them. She really, really would have. Okay, I'm going to use the dye brush again and just give this one a bit of a going over. Oh, is this one being stubborn? I think it's being very stubborn, this one. Although I'm hoping just the piercing tool will be enough. Although it does need a bit of persuasion. Come on. Okay, let's see how this side comes out. my persuasion may have worked. May. It's just 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. Okay, that's one side mostly done, but because we've got the fairly busy background that we're popping it on, it's not too shabby. Let's see how we go. I think I would have been better. Oh, I just saw that piece ping. I think we would have been better going back to front rather than front to back. But these have released enough that I can just give them a little rip. Geez, I wish my fingers worked better sometimes. Now is a prime example of you guys watching Ellen struggle with my peripheral neuropathy. Right, okay, done. Oh, I tense my whole neck up doing that. Ouch. Okay. So did everyone get their Christmas cards done that they wanted to? Since on Thursday we will be making a start on next year's Christmas cards using some of our, I said we're going to be using sweet stockings, and I've got 2 more left in these dies. So die brush to other way, Ellen, upside down, Miss Jane. So I use the die brush to release it from the die and to get rid of all our bits. Haven't done a dang thing. Yes, Jamie, what is that little container? No, it's not an ashtray. It is a stack of coasters, and I gave, except for the bottom coaster, I gave the coasters to my team. So these are actually finger places to pick up the silicone coasters. But I gave the coasters to my team. But do you know what it is? It's a perfect place to pop your take your pick tool. But no, it is not an ashtray, and no, you are not the first person to ask what it is. I only have a few left over, Margine, and I did shorten my list this year, actually. So, mind you, I still sent out a lot of cards, but the list was shortened. But I haven't got too many, and I didn't give as many cards to teachers at school and stuff like that. So, like Owen didn't want to give a Christmas card to any of his teachers, but Lavender wanted to give one to all of their teachers, which was lovely. And, you know, Principal, who I work with P&C stuff, or our acting principal, and like I worked with the kids' deputy principal as well as part of P&C businessy stuff. So they got one, and yeah, but just Owen didn't want to give one to his teachers. First year, well, kind of second year. Oh, 20 left. So, hey, Shelley, so do you need to, up your list or just make a few less, Margine? Because I know you're making more than what we prescribed in the Christmas Stampathon. So that's good. You can aim for a few less next year, or you can sell them or gift them as packs as well. So, Jamie, when are you out of ISO? like, I know you have to have a negative test and all of that, but what day is that slated for? Because I do believe you're going to be inundated when that's up. Not sure yet. Okay, fair enough. You don't want to advertise it. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Yep. You got to do the right thing and follow all the rules and keep everyone safe. But Team Ramsey, these bits are so staticky, they're not even coming off. Team Ramsey has done an amazing job. So very, very proud of you guys. Handled it. You didn't give any to co-workers. Oh my God, Jamie. Okay, fair enough. That kind of makes sense. Oh, fair enough. So you probably did make enough cards, Margine. So this is what we've done today, guys, in an hour and a half. So I'm actually pretty impressed that I didn't go much over an hour and a half, and there was a whole lot of chitter chatter in there as well. So today we have used the Brilliant Wings dies. That is really weird. Sorry, my thing just said it's finished and it's not. It's trying to end me early. And we used the Brilliant Wings dies. And we also grabbed, let me see if I can grab it from, I'm avalanching off my chair. We used the Gold Shimmer ribbon, vellum ribbon. Oh my God. Now look, we could have added a sentiment to this, and the one I was recommending was from Art Gallery, and I just would have popped in a happy birthday because these are going directly into my birthday stash. So next thing on my list is to do my January birthday cards. Thank you. I am so happy with how they turned out. So I'll show you a bit of a close-up here, just so you can see all the shimmer and the shine. So I even come down a bit. So this is shimmer vellum where all the detail is foil. So it's just nice. I like it. Yes, go have a nap. Thank you for popping in and hanging with us. I love you. I miss you, and we will see each other. We'll see each other really soon. Thank you very much, guys. I'll be back on Thursday. On Thursday, I will be on YouTube. Now, don't forget, as you're leaving, if you are watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to give me a thumbs up so other people can find and enjoy my videos. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and like and follow my social media, because I put out different things every day. I know it's in January, Maria. Do you want one of these, Maria, or do you want something else? And I will remember. So yes, thank you guys, thank you. So I'll be back on Thursday using Sweet Stockings, and we will see what comes of those cards on Thursday. I have no idea, but it'll be a bit of a mass production like this, and I'll try and do some pre-work again. So yes, be good, be safe, and I will see you Thursday 12 noon over on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell over there so you get notifications of when I am live. Thank you so much, guys. Always appreciate the company. Bye.